Well, the name is Horava, pronounced Horava. We came up with the name. It's pretty much a theory of gravity. If the theory was true, it would debunk Einstein's theory of relativity. And it kind of represents the fact that time and space are actually two separate entities, where Einstein suggests that it's all one. We thought that there was a lot of different paths, musically we could go with that. And it was, our music's all about space and ambience and time and, the mechanical part of music. So we thought it was a good fit. I think that it doesn't really label it as anything, as what the vagueness of it, kind of, when you initially hear it, because a lot of people will read it and not say it right. I like that. There's a lot of bands we grew up listening to that you really don't know. Primus. What's Primus mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Several bands.
It's very much a new idea.
So
well.
It never gets old. Exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's new every time you hear it. Kind of like our songs are. Anybody gets a different thing anytime they hear it.
Yeah, his name represents a new idea, just like our music does as well. Same kind of deal.
I'm Ken Temple. I sing in the band Horava.
Kevin Jones play bass.
JJ drums. Michael play guitar.
Ken and Mike and I were in Big Ugly production together for probably 5-6 years, I'd say, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
That band disbanded. Ken and Mike and Jay were in a band together.
Black Jackie
after that. And then Ken and Jay were in another band called My Broken Self together. Yeah, so. And we all end up in the same room again eventually, so that's kind of how it worked.
It was great because we kind of all hit a void a point where nobody was really doing anything serious, and so I kind of started having some ideas, and I called Mike, and Mike come down to my house, and we jammed on some of my acoustic stuff, and rocked on some covers, and we were like, man, why haven't we been doing this? Because it'd been probably 8 years or so since we'd played together, so it was a good little vacation, but it was one that needed to end, and Jay and I had just ended the band that we were in the year before, so it's the only drummer that I'm going to call at that time. It's the closest I'd ever been to a drummer. Of course, Kevin, I just put the call into Kevin, and everybody was just, all the pieces just kind of fell right in line, and we've been doing it ever since and not missed a lick. Tactician speaks for itself. Is it, the word itself, it's somebody who formulates game plans, battle plans. So, I wrote the song with enough vagueness to where any listener could, associate what I'm saying and get their own reasoning for what they're feeling from it, And I think that's what gives the songs their longevity, because everybody hears something different and everybody gets something different out of the story that we're telling, And then when they hear me tell what I'm actually singing the song about, it's just like, wow, So it gives it new life all over again. It makes them listen to it a totally different way.